One of these guys? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Look at that.
There we go, like that, boys.
Ancestry.com. I do like that.
Matty,
How are you, lads? Yeah, going good, boys.
Yeah. Well, you had a 5 o'clock appointment. What happened? Why were you running late?
I had to just do a bit of, Fletch, fingers and pie sort of stuff,
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just run a little bit late. Had to do a take 2, take 3, take 4. But that's perfect. Give me another one. All that sort of stuff.
Mate, I see, which is fantastic because he's one of the good guys and a good friend of SEN, Brendan Cowell. He's going to be featuring on one of your next episodes.
Yeah, he is. Cooper and I caught up in the Backstage podcast, had a yarn to him. He's a terrific fella, isn't he?
Great fella.
Terrific fella. And just been a great ambassador for Rugby League as well, fellas. Like he did Plum, of course, which is coming out on the ABC soon. He's done. He was in another film called Broke, which was about Rugby League, and mate, just a bit of a travelling ambassador. So he's been good. And I tell you another one who's a really good travelling ambassador. I heard this, I think I told you, Blakes, before, like Ben Mendelsohn was always a fanatical Melbourne Storm man, but I heard him interviewed in a podcast, an American podcast, and he was talking about the Melbourne Storm, which is always nice.
Yeah, he's a great actor, isn't he?
Spreading the word of rugby league.
What was the one he was in? He was like the sort of lost brother, rich American family. That was a cracking show.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Animal Kingdom.
Animal Kingdom, wasn't it?
Yeah, Animal Kingdom. Incredible.
Now,
he's been in some good movies.
Matthew, I'm out here at Allianz. I'm sitting on the other side, the western side. We usually sort of congregate over on the eastern side of this magnificent stadium.
Yes.
What do you see tonight? Who do you like tonight, and why?
Well, I reckon sometimes, fellas, a team reflects the coach a little bit, and I must say this week Trent Robbo's been bristling quite a bit. He's been a little bit short. So if that's a reflection of the team, maybe they're right up for this one. Maybe they've had a really good training week, got their heads on. I'm not sure, but there's something about it. I do like the Roosters tonight. Just got a gut feel about it. I think they'll get Melbourne. Eventually, I think, boys, with some size, you see a loss coming, and I thought Melbourne were very, very lucky last week.
Yeah.
And I can see them just dropping this one tonight.
So, Matty, Fox League will have the call. They'll hand the reins to your good self after that. You guys will serve as a curtain raiser to Shorty and I, who'll have the show after that.
Gotcha.
But I just got a sense, and I was saying to Bears Head before, everyone's been talking about Joey Manu. He wore Teddy's jumper last week. Everyone's waxed. You just know the champion he is. He just has a blinder tonight, doesn't he?
You'd think so, wouldn't you, boys? You know, even just the very fact that he's had a week off and he's been rested, you think he'd have a really big game. They're really funny when you watch Manu and the Roosters. If you go and watch how the Roosters play separately, like when one's fullback and the other one, the styles of football are different.
Yeah.
Like, that just shows you. I'm not saying it's better. But they just put the football side just goes into a different mode. And yeah, it just what that shows you is just the effect and the significant effect of both blokes, what they have on the football side, and when they're there, how they dictate how they attack.
Hey, Matty, we had Brandy on the show before, and he was talking about James Fisher-Harris and the fact that they'd first sort of heard about it Sunday and some of the players Monday, but no one else had heard a thing about it till Wednesday, which is just testament to two clubs that are absolutely squeaky clean and flying, aren't they?
Aren't they? Like Penrith haven't been spoken a lot about in this. Geez, they've shown a lot of class, haven't they? And empathy to allow James to go and not go to the Warriors and say we want to swap or we want a transfer fee. None of that stuff went on. They basically just said, well, he wants to go home. He's been an incredible servant for us. You go with our blessing. It just says a lot about the Warriors too, boys, that James was willing to leave a club that he played juniors with, started at SG Ball with in 2013, and he's willing to leave that club who's aiming for 4 in a row to go to the Warriors. It says a lot about where the Warriors are heading.
I wonder if SJ might go another year.
Oh, I'd be tempted,
wouldn't you?
Well, that's the next one, boys. Like, on the Warriors, they're in a very similar position to the Brisbane Broncos in the fact they've got this super pack, they've got some great outside backs, everything is just looking rosy, but they've got an ageing halfback or a veteran halfback, right, who is serving them so well at the moment. But they've got to be looking over the veteran halfback shoulder and say, right, who's next? Because there's not a lot, as we know, there's not a lot of quality sevens out there. And if you don't do your planning properly, you're going to be left high and dry. And there's a few clubs like that. I mean, DC, I still think DC will play for at least another couple of seasons. But there's a number of aging or veteran halfbacks that are going to need replacing. And I don't know whether we've got the halves at the moment to do it.
No, that's the conundrum, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like you want to blood kids,
Yep.
but the competition's so hard every week that you can't just give a kid, like Adam Reynolds, for example, they've got young Jock Madden up there, but how else do you get experience? I mean, from reserve grade to first grade nowadays, it's too much of a jump.
Well, we've got probably 12 fullbacks that could win a comp. We wouldn't have 12 halfbacks who could win a comp.
No, you're right.
No. Well, Isaiah Katoa, did the Dolphins, they signed him just recently for an extended 5 years or something?
They've extended. I don't know whether it was 5, but I know, it was lengthy. It might be 3 or 4.
Fletch, it just shows you, if you've got a terrific young halfback in your ranks who's going really good, and you think, mate, you're convinced that he's a can't miss, like Nathan was back in the day. How long do you sign him for? How long do you lock him down for? Because I think you'll start to see halves, in particular, go for 6-7 year deals.
Yeah,
people
quite
use
regular.
the term. It's a hot term at the moment. Premiership window.
Yeah.
How many teams have won not in that said window? When you won the comp, Matty, were you in the premiership window?
I don't know. You start every season, to be honest, expecting all the sides I played in. Every season you started, you expected that you're going to be at least a top 4 side. That was the expectation.
Yeah.
There certainly wasn't what you call it, a premiership window. I question that sometimes, and I don't like when I hear coaches use it, because what he's basically saying is my squad's not good enough, or the blokes that are coming in next aren't good enough. Well, if they're not good enough at the moment, get them out in the training field and coach them. That's what you're called. You're called a coach for a reason.
You know what we need to do, boys? I've just been thinking we need to get some sort of weird terminology and try and get it into the vernacular of the rugby league, whether it's through the press, whether it's through a coach. And our day will be done if Ricky Stewart ever says it in his press conference.
Yes.
Something so obscure and so weird.
It's only from us.
It's only from us,
Yeah, I like
and
it.
we've infiltrated.
Yep.
I'm going to put my thinking cap on. Matthew, you're very good at this. Come up with something.
I like it. Let's give ourselves a week deadline, right? This time next week, what we'll do, we'll have it. We'll have.
So I'm thinking something like, oh, look at that tackle. It was the rolling pin. He's given him the rolling pin, which has nothing.
Well, the rolling pin existed, Fletch. A couple of sides got done for the rolling pin. That was
What's
the
the
knee.
rolling pin?
The rolling pin was the knee on the back of the calf.
Oh, no, I was calling that the pizza dough. That was called the pizza dough. So, it's similar sort of action, but that's what we need to do. Come up with something, whether it's
watch
a play.
it spread.
Yeah. Let's spread it.
Yeah, and watch it spread. Let's come up with something, a little sequence. I'll tell you what we'll do, what all the go is. These days, everyone calls shape.
Yep.
Even some people that go shape. I'm curious whether they really know what shape is. It's like when you hear flat and fast all the time, you go, well, it was a Melbourne term originally. Do you know what flat and fast actually means? And I think if you held down to most of them, they wouldn't have a clue. Eyes up footy. It's contagious. A person sneezes, everyone gets the flu. So we've just got to come up. I think we come up with a word that's got something to do with an attacking sequence or a shape, Fletch.
Okay.
Yep.
Well... Oh, gee, sorry.
Hang on. That's come from Bellyache's office, isn't it?
Sorry about the rolling pin.
Sorry about that. Hello, mate.
Sorry. Oh, shit, sorry. We've got a fax here, Matthew. I know you don't like doing the faxes. Well, Bulldog Bob doesn't do it.
Bulldog Richie.
It's not even I can't stop having sex with my friends' wives. Cuckolding makes me feel powerful.
What's it called?
Cuckolding?
Cuckolding.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm the last person you would expect. An Englishman living in California says he's addicted to the thrill of having sex with married women. Hello to you, Gordon. And it's even better. And it's even better if we're the wife of a business partner or friend. the Brit disclosed his kink and what he does. So he's 56 years old, and no one. This is how he thinks. No one gets hurt if no one finds out. So he's married himself. He claims to be the neglected youngest child who lived in the shadow of his older brothers.
Are you the youngest?
That sounds like me. Hang on. Boys, you two
I know
got
a younger brother. It's under his third, so.
So he says, I felt glorious. I felt glorious as though I was on top of the world when I was sleeping with my brother's girlfriend. It gave me an added friction.
His brother's girlfriend.
Because I was having sex with one of the golden boys who monopolised my parents' attention, cared for. At last, I was the one in control. He works in financial technology, and he says, the truth is, I hate these networking events. But they have there's too many. We have a disappropriate number of men working in the industry. And to say they are geeks is putting it politely. But the one spark on the horizon of these stories are an opportunity to meet with better halves. As I shake the hand of a new business acquaintance, I find myself wondering what his wife is like. They all think the other half are different and would never stray. But honestly, they all do.
So he's a cuckolder.
I'll tell you
He's
what.
a heavy cuckolder.
Isn't it great to hear Bulldog Richie find a little bit of honesty?
Because he says this could be Bulldog. I get away with it because I'm the last person you'd expect to seduce your wife. I'm not exactly Brad Pitt, but I'm certainly not Shane Richardson. I'm a fairly average looking bloke, 5 foot 10 inches, Jason Statham-like, bald with the beginning of a dad body. Despite decades of sleep with taken ladies, he vowed to stop straying when he wed his second wife 4 years ago. However, he admits he's been unable to stop wooing women.
Brasco, Dom, have you been listening to this?
This is heavy.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. Well, this is what we're up against, Matthew.
Hasn't really struck a chord there.
They're out there. We've got to be careful, don't you? So next person you shake your hands with,
The disarmer.
he could be saying, hang on.
Yeah.
Wait till I know I've seen Trish.
Yeah.
I want a piece of Trish.
Good luck. Put up with the whinging. Mate, isn't it just a different world out there at the moment? Like, I mean, I tell my two sons, where I said growing up, I used to say, you know what, you just have to hit the dance floor at 11 o'clock at the Cessnock Workers Club, put in the hard yards for that last hour, for the hope that you could have that final dance with the girl of your dreams. Or just, and these days it's just like, little hit with the thumb on the on the mobile phone, away you go, fish out of water.
Not even that. All you got to do is just go onto social media, and as we know,
slide on in.
Put the eye emoji on.
I don't understand that part of it.
The eye emoji is you're looking at the photo, and it means they're looking at me.
Yeah, but everyone else can see.
Yeah, I know, but it's coming from you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't know. I'm so glad I don't have to do that.
Yeah, anyway. Is anyone close to getting divorced here, by the way? Just open and honest.
No, but I really panicked then because my phone just texted and Britt Fletcher came up. And I just went,
My wife just rang too. She'll work out soon that I'll do a show from 3 to 6. But anyway,
you like your
I tell you what, I on that, just getting divorced. I mean, you just can't be bothered, can you? I mean, you just couldn't be bothered. Not only all the stuff that's going, buying a new wardrobe, clothes, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? It's just
and then going back on the dating scene.
Oh, no thanks.
You'd have needs, obviously.
But imagine,
away.
Brian, imagine if you went and bought an iPhone, and the person selling you the phone said, "Oh, this is a good phone. It'll work 50% of the time." How many would they sell? Honestly, that's about the number, isn't it?
Well,
these days?
they're high now, 52%.
52%.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. People divorcing over spilt milk. Damn it. Just hang in there, kids.
I'll tell you what, if you're Portuguese, 96%. They've got the highest divorce rate in the world.
Why do they even bother over there?
Portugal.
96%.
96%. Obrigado. This.
Well,
hey, Matthew,
got Portugal at the end of the year, so, yeah.
Matthew, I've just found out, I've got a life hack for us. I know you like your coffee. And I know you like getting a buzz.
You haven't even tried it yet.
Yeah, I do like getting a buzz.
Okay, well, listen to this, Buzzy Rothfield. What I need you to do, Matthew, go and get a pod. Go and get a pod. You know the pods?
Remind me.
Pod coffees. The pods that
you put them in the machine.
Yeah, I'm more of an instant man, but okay.
Okay, no. Get rid of
an instant man too.
Well, we're basically doing this. Get the pod, get a knife, cut it open, and pour it into your drink, I'm still off my head.
That's right.
I had a coffee at 3 p.m. Oh,
Yes.
I had a coffee at 3 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah.
I feel like I should snort this.
I'm going to go and have a crack.
It's so strong. You're saying it's
Yeah, mine's gone too. Hey, have you congratulated Matty on the ratings?
yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
Who's that for?
Yeah. SEN flying.
Oh,
yeah.
Flying.
Yeah, awesome,
Absolutely
boys.
flying.
We're
Yeah.
up, boys. Everyone's up.
Yep.
We're catching.
Hadley's shitting himself. I reckon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So's Buzz.
Yeah.
I want to see an article.
Kyle.
Buzz hasn't. Kyle will be.
Yeah.
They're all
Holy
shitting themselves. Those
shit.
other two plukers, one from Melbourne, one from Adelaide. What's it? Fitzhim, Dipsy, one of those two. They're gone.
Tim Whipper.
Yeah,
No, but
We're
you
up
know
their
who's
arse.
coming? I tell you, we're going to be.
Yeah.
Someone's coming back to radio. I read today.
Who?
Hamish and Andy.
Are
Coming
they?
back to breakfast.
Oh, fair income. Unbelievable, those two blokes. Oh, Hubble, what have you done to us? Seriously, just keep it in-house. Oh, those blokes. Oh, those crazy
very good.
guys.
Well,
Hey,
Matthew,
Matty.
I'll see you for a little bit of. We've got what's on the menu tonight? Your favourite? What is it? The,
Oh, we've got the Vietnamese chicken, crispy skin chicken. I can't go rat chicken again. Rat chicken. We get that rat chicken in. It's just, honestly, you're on the bogger for about another 3 days. It's just
So what time do you
bad.
sit down there? Take the listeners. So you'll get there at what time?
We'll get there at 7.
Yeah, straight into dinner.
Straight in with a big screen on. Gordon will be up with Mick Annis and Jess Yates will be hosting. We'll just sit around. We'll obviously turn it over to a current affair while they're on.
Do you ever take the shine off the ball and just have one during the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes we have 6. Yeah, but we just sit there. It's my favourite part of the night, sitting with the boys, backstabbing, just giving it to people, taking
Yeah, you'll
people
get
apart.
hammered.
Okay, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, you're in all sorts. Kudo, man.
I don't doubt that. Very good. All right, Matty, we look forward to that. And
See ya, boys.
we'll hear you tomorrow
See you,
on
Matthew.
Morning Glory. There he is.
God, I'm going to have a coffee,
Bye.
boys.
Yeah, there he is. Matty Johns.